set it up, had to flip the pills. Control the music industry until the scripts get filled. Geopolitically, yeah, we in a field. That's for Israel. Wonder, is it real? Took the way you saw the world, then distorted it. Now you think you wanna rock that twirl, somewhere orbiting. Theories disproportionate, the truth distorted quick with a forceful grip. They force a misinfo that we absorbing quick. Took the people's signature, that mean extorted it. They forging it, if news anchors informants who informing them. There's a surplus, but they tell us there are shortages. Credit economy mortgages, dollar that's supported with empty fortresses. But what's important is this, we porting ships important. Yes, of course it is, but extortion is in accordance with an assortment list of foreign tricks we ignoring, which informing this, informing this. It looked like we were snoring tricks. Pedophilia and the government endorsing it. Yeah, eugenics is exactly what abortion is. You just vilify those insubordinate. Way to matrix engineer, that's unfortunate. Geopolitically, we in a field. That's for Israel. Wonder, is it real? Rappers actors say they high, say they sip with pills. Glorify suicide so they get the deals. Big pharma set it up just to flip the pills. Control the music industry until the scripts get filled. Geopolitically, yeah, we in a field. That's for Israel. Wonder, is it real?
Oh, hey, what's up, guys? I don't know if y'all caught it. I don't know if it worked. It looked like it didn't show up. I don't know, though. Maybe it did, but I added this right here. Wait up. I gotta change the way it looks. Boom. Caution will cause gammas to spiral. If you're easily offended, you're in the wrong saloon. If you'd like to support the stream, links are in the description. I read the donations out loud. Specify if you don't want me to. We got Cash App. Of course, we got Patreon. Solid list of legends on there during the intro. Some fire song exposing Israel. We got PayPal. Whitsitt Proton Mail. And of course, follow brother on DLive because the Grabblers love to censor. Alright. How's everyone doing this evening? Clown World update. As you can see, we got psychopathic Kamala Harris with the pedophile Joe Biden wearing their satanic ritualistic masks while they hold their hands up above the pentagrams. And we have some dude just hanging on the side of the building, basically representing chaos. And then we have this clown show conceding. And now we have this really cool guy running around with horns on his head with the flag representing Osiris. Then we got people clowning. It's just clown world. It's just a clown world. Austin, are you ready to admit that you were wrong about Donald Trump? You just did a stream called The Golden Dawn. You compared this dude to Saint Germain. You said that he was the Golden Dawn that would reign with light supremacy. I mean, are you ready to admit that you were wrong? It is possible that I'm wrong. I don't know. I will say that's it's getting pretty weird now. I don't really know how he could retain power. So I mean, I could be wrong. The only way I can see that, I mean, you know, I'm just some dude. I didn't write the script or whatever. It doesn't really make sense to me, to be honest. But the only way it could make sense is say that they have like a 10-year timeline, 10 to 12-year timeline in their head, and then they bring Trump back in 2024, and he can run for 2 terms then, because he can technically run for 2 more terms right now. I guess that's possible. I don't know. Because the way that could work is if, say, Trump gets out of office and immediately starts dropping all kinds of truth bombs. People would love him and still stay complacent. All the Q people will continue to believe the narrative and continue to trust it or whatever. I don't know. I can't see. It doesn't make a lot of sense. I do know he can still pull out an executive order that was passed in 2018 that gives him the ability to basically put a halt to this. So I don't know if that happens. I'm tired of talking about the potential Antichrist, to be honest, but it is the Clown World update. And in Clown World, we have just an insane amount of nonsense going on at all times. It seems like it's been a whole week of nonsense, and we talked like 24 hours ago. What has happened in 24 hours? Well, for one, this guy that never gives up, he is going to save America. And he never gives up, Boston. Never lose hope. This guy is as resilient as they come. None other than the Don himself. He never gives up. He's the best at never giving up. Never lose faith, Austin, as if this is some type of deity. Never lose faith. Let's not lose faith. Y'all aren't real Trump supporters. You don't have any faith. What are you talking about, bruh? When am I supposed to drink the Kool-Aid, exactly? Y'all are weird. Anyway, let's check this creepy dude out. In a world.
States Capitol. Like all Americans, I am outraged by the violence, lawlessness, and mayhem. I immediately deployed the National Guard and federal law enforcement to secure the building and expel the intruders. America is and must always be a nation of law and order. The demonstrators who infiltrated the Capitol have defiled the seat of American democracy. To those who engaged in the acts of violence and destruction, you do not represent our country. And to those who broke the law, you will pay. We have just been through an intense election and emotions are high. But now tempers must be cooled and calm restored. We must get on with the business of America. My campaign vigorously pursued every legal avenue to contest the election results. My only goal was to ensure the integrity of the vote. In so doing, I was fighting to defend American democracy. I continue to strongly believe that we must reform our election laws to verify the identity and eligibility of all voters and to ensure faith and confidence in all future elections. Now Congress has certified the results. A new administration will be inaugurated on January 20th.
What an odd little cut there, huh, guys? Right when he's about to basically just concede, Mr. Never Give Up. What's the cut that comes out of nowhere?
All future elections. Now Congress has certified the results. A new administration will be inaugurated on January 20th. My focus now turns to ensuring a smooth, orderly, and seamless transition of power.
Okay, so transition of power to a new administration. I don't want to get too crazy on you guys right now, what this could mean, so
This moment calls for healing and reconciliation. 2020 has been a challenging time for our people. A menacing pandemic has upended the lives of our citizens.
Lies.
Isolated millions in their homes, damaged our economy, and claimed countless lives. Defeating this pandemic and rebuilding the greatest economy on earth will require all of us working together. It will require a renewed emphasis on the civic values of patriotism, faith, charity, community, and family. We must revitalize the sacred bonds of love and loyalty that bind us together as one national family.
Yeah, someone said new administration equals him and a new VP. That's pretty funny or interesting, but pay attention to how this goofball finishes this off if you haven't seen it yet.
To the citizens of our country, serving as your president has been the honor of my lifetime. And to all of my wonderful supporters, I know you are disappointed, but I also want you to know that our incredible journey is only just beginning. Thank you, God bless you, and God bless America.
What does that even mean, bro? What does that mean? I want you to know that our journey is only just beginning. What are you talking about, Donald? And wouldn't you just get made fun of because your name is Donald? Because I would check you every day just by saying your name like that. Donald. Oh, it's Donald. Probably the kid that raised his hand in class. Aren't you going to take up the homework? What about the definitions from last night? 2 minutes before the bell rings. Everyone in the classroom hates him. You may have been right about the Q thing. Elaborates, my friend. If you mean that, yeah, I think they're gonna make it look like it kind of comes true. I still think that, yeah. I don't know why do you think that now? Elaborate, my friend. So what's funny, guys, is I'm trying to think of an idea of something real simple for merchandise that can be like the first piece. I think this is awesome. Clown World. I'm gonna make Clown World shirts. I don't care what anyone has to say about it, but I want something that's like real simple. I'm trying to think of the best way to do it. And I was thinking something like this. Just having this like on the merch. It seems simple enough, yeah? I don't know, y'all tell me what y'all think, but the point I was making is you gotta unplug. So we have to unplug from the scenario. So I don't know really what's going on. You know, to be honest, I can't say I know what's going on. I just don't see how they can pull off a major infrastructure update without him in the current climate. So to me, something's not adding up here. Something's about to happen. Something's gonna happen. So I can tell you that much. Something. Austin, how profound. You really are, Ostradamus. You're predicting that something's gonna happen? That sounds like a Glober. Yes, you were saying that they'll stage the actual psyop. The current show gave him more credit, and he's almost nodding to it in that speech. Right, like what? I mean, what does that mean? Like, it's only just begun. Our journey's only just begun. And then they took him off Twitter and Facebook. The world is such a play. It's wild, and something's about to happen. Am I the only one that thinks something's about to happen? I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't go like bet money that Donald Trump is president right now, but like something's gonna happen. What if this man goes to Israel? I'm just saying, if this dude goes and kicks it in Israel after, like, if say there was an inauguration and they give it to Biden, and he goes to Israel, I'm gonna be baffled. I'm like, dude, if you people don't know this man is crazy psychopath now, but I don't see any other way for him to retain power. And again, I mean, I said since the beginning, it's not like I'm saying I know this dude's the Antichrist. I'm just saying that, like, it's really weird how much he could be when it comes to the prophecies, and then maybe them trolling us with the script. So I don't know. I'm trying to think. It just doesn't seem to add up. I don't know. I'm thinking about it from a tactical position, assuming competence on the behalf of the adversary, and to assume incompetence is incompetence. Ironically, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, the whole point I was making is when I brought this up, unplug is like, I normally super unplug. That's like the main thing I say to everybody since the beginning of me randomly ranting on Facebook. So I didn't have to debate people with keyboard warriors. You just unplug. And so I do that. I just unplug. That's how I am. People ask me, I had never seen the freaking Matrix until a few weeks ago, right? Like, I've never really been big on movies and stuff, and I do a pretty good job of unplugging. And what used to be my blue pill, if you will, was football, and I don't even pay attention to football. So anyway, point is, I randomly decided I'm going to look at the news. Sorry. I don't want to miss super chats. But yesterday, I randomly thought, I'll look at the news. Meaning Newsmax, because again, I told you, like, look, at this point, they're intentionally removing credibility in the mainstream media, seeing how many people are effectively brainwashed so much so that they'll just believe it anyway every day after them being told something provably false every day. And they have this replacement set up, and they're going to pull out independent platforms. They're going to skyrocket, and they have them predetermined. And then all of a sudden, Newsmax comes out of nowhere. So you want to go and get the, like, Q Trump alternative media narrative, then that's where you go. Is Newsmax. Thank you, Michael, for the $2.99 super chat. Much appreciated. We got to go back to the other style. That's just for the Gamma caution banner. Thank you very much for the support, brother man. I missed the $10 one at the beginning. I'm not going to leave you out, but it didn't even load to put it on screen, bro. That you sent it before the stream started. I guess maybe that's why. 33 Rogans? What in the world? In the clown world, to specify. Thank you, Steve and me. Always throwing our brother some shekels. I will not subvert a country for those shekels, though. But I do appreciate the support. And yeah, smash the Rogans up. Of course, that's the thumbs up, because he looks like a small human thumb that's personified within sodomy and DMT. Alright, so I randomly thought, let's go check out what the narrative is. Let me read the other super chat actually while we're at it, because I don't want to leave you hanging. Sorry, I can't put you on screen. It didn't load because you sent it before the thing, I guess, which is lame. But I don't remember what it said, so give me about 8 seconds. Definitely enjoy your discussions, Austin. Please keep posting to YouTube for as long as you can. D-Live is a pain. Alright, will do. Thank you for the $10 super chat. K-Gub FM Emerge Radio. Emerge Radio. And yeah, I'm gonna do that. Maybe even, I don't have any intentions of intentionally getting kicked off YouTube or anything. Maybe even trying to remain tactical where certain things are on different platforms. Migrating over to Lighthouse, ideally in the future, having D-Live, Lighthouse, and YouTube still there just to draw the people to the other platforms. Ideally, I won't be leaving here. And I'm going to start editing shorter videos that are maybe more appropriate for this Orwellian attempt to pretend to somehow represent a public platform. Alright, so I normally don't I normally just don't pay attention to any of the nonsense, right? And yesterday, like I said, I randomly was like, oh, I should. And then I was like, oh, this is a big day, right? Whatever. I was like, okay, I'm going to check it out. I go to Newsmax, and I'm guessing, I haven't thought this out clearly because I don't know that I'm even going to be able to find it. Okay, look, this is where I went. This is where I turned it on. It was right around. Wait for it. Okay, who cares? This isn't even into yesterday. I was thinking 24 hours is only 12. Who cares? So I went to Newsmax, which if you don't know, right here, you know, popped up to about like 2 million subs, like overnight, if you will. This is a predetermined one. Trump shouted it out. There'll end up being Trump news if he actually steps down. I'm not even showing you the screen. I'm sorry. I have my boomer moments. No disrespect to boomers. I love the cool ones. Anyway, Newsmax jumped up to around 2 mil, right? Predetermined independent. You know, alternative news. Blah, 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 blah. I wanted to show y'all. I guess we'll have to freaking look it up, man. You're not gonna be able to. You can't find anything in this world, man. I feel like it's just so pathetic at this point. Anyway, I don't know. We'll just talk about it then. You know, what can you do? Can't even find it. Anyway, so I always unplug, like I was saying. But I decided, oh, I'll go check it out. I go to Newsmax, live streaming. They always have something live streaming. And, of course, it's Trump speaking, coincidentally. Go into the middle of it. Pretty wild speech. I'm not going to lie. And I was like, wow, this is such a clown world. What is going on? And then he says, I hope Mike Pence doesn't let us down. I'm not hearing good things. I almost went live right then. I was like, everyone get your popcorn out, you know? And we talked about this in Discord a few weeks ago. We were like, I think it might have been Irwin. He was like, what if I can't remember who said it, but he was like, what if Pence is the one that shuts him down, you know? And sure enough, it's like in Clown World, Pence doesn't have his back or whatever. It's so funny. And then they go, so Mike Pence hears the objection. They're like, okay, we're gonna go talk in the corridors, right? And so then they go to the chambers, and they're in there talking for a second, and all of a sudden, this is what I watch after never watching news, never watching anything. I plug back into News World, or Clown World, if you will. I plug back in just enough to observe Clown World for just a second, and what I see is Trump basically finishing his speech talking about, the sitting president just talking about crazy, absurd, like, claims of how everything's subverted. And then it flashes over immediately. Arizona, boom, the dude stands up, objects. Everyone stands up and claps. Then he goes and gives you the piece of paper. Prince like, okay, let's break up. They go over there. They start talking. I'm not really paying attention. I'm doing something else. Turn back around. They're in the chambers. And all of a sudden, people are sprinting outside. And then the next thing you hear on Newsmax is someone's been shot. If you think that this wasn't all some script, I don't even know why you're here. How could you even have made it to this channel? The timing alone. I'm not saying the lady didn't get shot. I'm not saying she shouldn't have got shot. I'm not saying she really did get shot. I'm saying obviously this is all a script. And what does that mean, ladies and gentlemen? Something's about to happen. That means the script has to have something else. Like the script it doesn't end like that. I guess where I guess people don't understand where I'm coming from is there is an opportunity for such a major, efficient grasp at more power right now. It would be stupid for them not to take advantage of it. I would think. And Joe Biden is not going to give them that. It doesn't matter what the dude does. Although, I will say, they have weakened almost everybody and got them to the position where which they will cuck for money. They'll cuck for money. And you know one thing, those leftists, they'll throw you the Magic Babylon paper squares. They know it's worthless. Austin, if you and Nathan happen to travel near Southwest Mississippi, I'd like to share y'all's hand. Oh, shake y'all's hand, bud. Blessings to y'all for what you do. Thank you, bro. And I think we will be kind of close to there. And we'll come say what's up to you, man. Why not? Hopefully you know an area where there are some flat earthers around, and we'll make it a whole thing. And thank you for the $5 super chat, bro. Would be cool to meet you, man. Yeah. All I know is I think this should be the first design. So, of course, I guess we can go through it if somehow people don't know. It's like you can't even find things on the internet now. I should just be able to type things in. Don't you guys agree? I should... You know what I mean? Well, that would mean you were free. Alright, welcome to Clown World. Quote unquote 2021, even though we don't know the year. In a world. Seems legit.
Oh my God! Hey, no destruction of anything. No vandalizing property.
Don't vandalize it. Don't vandalize the property. Where's the dude with the crazy costume, man? Let's get to the business, bro. How do I find the Eskimo? I don't know how to find him. Eskimo man. Eskimo man. I just typed that in. I legit just typed in Eskimo man. In a world, I know y'all hear that fan. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna work on a MacBook, and then we're just gonna. MacBooks are like silent. That's what I hear. Michael Lyon, did you buy your ticket, bro? I have not. I have not. I actually am going to blame someone else. I was supposed to get a call today. That's gonna be my ride, so I can leave my truck here because I don't know how long I'm gonna be gone. It's a one-way ticket, so I need a ride to either Memphis or Nashville. And I need to know the date that they'll be able to for sure be available to do that. I was supposed to get a call this afternoon about that, but something came up on their end, and I won't be able to work all that out until tomorrow. So buying the plane ticket tomorrow mid-morning, and then I got a haircut right after that. So, no, but we'll have it by tomorrow. And thank you for the $20 super chat. You are a legend. Always trying to help a brother out. In a world where depravity is the norm, who will prevail? Will it be the masked zombies that think they're actually fighting for freedom as they sit outside of this monolith of paganism, polytheistic depravity, and ownership as they think that they support the idea of freedom? Which of course means liberation, but liberation from what? That wasn't long enough. Just a second, we'll narrate Clown World some more. Don't you guys worry. I guess Eskimo Man really dropped the quality of results. Eskimo Man.
In Arizona, as my attachment.
Oh, no one cares.
Now, Mr. Speaker, can I have order?
Why does this dude look like he's tweaking?
Chamber. That winning the Mega Millions lottery is more probable. Now, Mr. Speaker, can I have order?
Why? Why are you such a gamma male? Dude, I remember this is when I tuned in. And this dude's mask, dude, his mask kept falling down. He kept putting it up above his nose over and over. I guess this is where he finally decided to stop. This is right at the end. Whoa, this guy's a clown show. But anyway, in a world where they pretend to care about your rights, getting paid on salary while leaving everyone hanging and making them poor and depend on the government, we have this clown show Gamma Mel, where rocking a comb over and a mask, which is actually satanically you signifying that you're submitting all of your free will and power over to those that rule you. And it's actually represented by the 13 colonies, and there's a bunch of pentagrams on there. But anyway, moving on. In a clown world where coincidentally the evidence and the merits of the case of whether or not election fraud was present in this 2020 election are for the first time going to be broadcast in front of the people. What do we have happen?
Now, Mr. Speaker, can I have order in the chamber?
The House will be in order. The House will be in order. Okay.
Shut up. Someone just said, shut up. Dude, look how much this looks like some just modern Roman nonsense. They get up, elevated, in front of this symbolism of pentagrams and 13 representing Osiris dismemberment. And then look at these pillars. This is the most Roman Gnostic symbolism ever. And it's just normal. Just Roman pillars with the two primary Gnostic pillars right here. I mean, this is weird, dude. Oh, we were about to show the American people that we manipulated their votes. That don't count. That don't count anyway. Oh, run away!
House will be in order.
Run away! There's someone getting shot. Okay, so when I heard that on Newsmax, I was like, "What in the world's going on?" I just saw my boy in the chats. Yeah. So, let's check it out. What? There was another shot before it? I don't know. Why is she not holding her neck immediately? That's what I want to know. Yeah, but that would just be like clearance. You can also just put a pill in your mouth and bite down. It makes blood come out of your mouth. Well, this is proof that beards don't actually mean that you are for sure a legend. That is pretty interesting. Why would the blood go that way? Well, not too hard to defy gravity. It doesn't exist, but I get where you're coming from. Yeah, that's very interesting. I shall say myself.
In Arizona, as
I wish that we could see. Someone said his name. Would you say the thumbs up's very weird? How were they right there? Well, I don't know. I don't think that part's that weird, to be honest, because if there was a shot and then there were people on the other side, Secret Service, that then cleared it. She's on the ground. She's down. Yeah, it is. It's weird if you know that it's possible to just fake all of it. He would just signal scenes over, basically scene success. It's super weird in that way. I don't know. Eskimo Man is Jacob. Okay. This is the world that we live in. Bro. Is this the world we want our children living in, where you can't type in videos?
The U.S. Capitol building is in lockdown right now.
Shut up, you little grabber.
Sky's Washington correspondent.
We're obviously not listening to this clown show. Here's a cult of people that believe Donald Trump actually wants to save them, even though he was in fact bailed out by the Rothschilds for $4.8 billion in 1987. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Literally, Rothschilds Incorporated bonded and bailed out none other than Donald Trump for $4.8 billion, giving him a sweetheart deal allowing him to maintain ownership when he was in a debt situation in which there was no escape that was viable. Fast forward further on into Donald Trump's life after he was given $1 million as a small loan from his father. He then continued to manipulate and subvert every single thing he got his dirty little, and I mean little, hands on for the rest of his life. He then ends up amassing wealth via subversion and usury. He builds a huge tower, kind of like some other grabblers throughout history. He then takes the 66th floor specifically to be the penthouse wherein which he will reside. He decks it in gold and 2 towers all over the place, as above so below, and Apollo worship. He then announces that he's going to run for president of the United States. What does he say that his actual saying is? Make America great again. In fact, we will give you a little acronym to put on your forehead. Please wear this hat that says MAGA. What is MAGA, you ask? Well, coincidentally, and it has to be a coincidence because Trump was sent here by God to help all of us and save the day, MAGA is the top level of satanic priesthood. That's correct, ladies and gentlemen. Donald Trump, the orange psychopathic pedophile that pretends to be distant from Epstein but clearly was his little buddy and has 5-year-old little baby hands, has actually clearly been lying to all of you, and he made you wear a satanic emblem on your forehead, and you do not understand it, nor do you understand the etymology and the historical importance and the wizardry importance of the words freedom, America, or president. So as you run around talking about Trump, the small horn, and Abaddon Trump, with trumpets running around with an American symbolism of the 13 colonies and pentagrams screaming at the Roman pillars as if somehow this will equate into freedom. We have successfully reached the climax of Clown World, but does Clown World climax? That's what I'm here to ask you today, ladies and gentlemen. Please put your money in the offering plate. Do you know how easy it would be to be a preacher? You just get real worked up and you put emphasis on like mid and end sentence premise. That's all you gotta do. Anyway, I have no plan other than to talk about. I just wanted to show like how crazy Clown World's been over the last 24 hours, where they puts an Eskimo hat on and runs around screaming, and clearly is an actor. But apparently YouTube doesn't allow us to talk about that. I cannot just freely stream on here just typing things in. That would be absurd. Yeah. Thank you for the lemons on D Live. Totally staged photo, dude. Every single thing that happens on the world stage is fake. All of it. All of it. But Austin, a woman died. Everything you see on the world stage is faked. What's about to happen? That's the real question. What's about to happen, guys? I don't know. Something's going to happen. Am I the only one that thinks something's going to happen? Alright, I'll check you out on Facebook, dude. I have like, I think 200 pending friend requests, but I got you. Something's about to happen. Like, it's not, I'm not like, this is not like fear porn. I'm not telling you guys like, the world's about to end. There's about to be a tragic false flag. There's about to be bombings, food shortages, run for the hills. We're all gonna die. It's over. Game over. I'm not, nothing like that. In fact, I'm baffled that they would even think about letting Joe Biden in. That would be good for us. That would actually be good for us. So, let the Q-tard spiral. If Joe Biden wins, that's good for us. That's a ton of people with ARs, etc. officially, that were, most of them, asleep and obedient to the system underneath the guise of patriotism, where in which they used that spell to coax themselves into being compliant and stamping whatever behavior comes with the idea of ensuring freedom, right? And those people are now going to have to at least be diet woke so much so that they're like, we can't even trust the freaking election. That's a good thing. I don't see how that would benefit them unless they're ready to just pull the plug on America. And guys, I hate to be that guy, but it is possible maybe that's their plan. And if you don't think tactically enough to try to deduce their motivation of some type of efficiency in this scenario, I don't really think your opinion is very relevant. I hate to be that guy or come across whatever, but if you can't think about the cost, analysis, the cost-benefit analysis of what's going on and could go on and what they're doing and how, that doesn't, then you have no idea what you're talking. What do you could just always say things like, it's all fake, and like, oh, you're so profound. It's like, we're talking about the intricacies of what's going on. If they put in Joe Biden, they're not, if they put in Joe Biden, they are not pulling their big cards right now. Their big cards aren't coming right now. And that's a good thing. That means that we have at least 4 more years before they even try to blow out the big cards. That's my opinion. I don't care if Joe Biden just walks up there and like puts his hand in the air and then immediately dies, which would be hilarious and would be fitting for Clown World, to be honest. It's like as soon as he puts his hand up, he just dies. He could get struck by lightning and all the lefties would still be like, yay, go swear Kamala Harris in. They wouldn't even think twice about the fact the dude got struck down by lightning. But if they swear Joe Biden and then he dies, Kamala Harris, whatever, no matter what they do, if they try to turn the world socialist or a country socialist because now they've won the Senate or whatever because of the Georgia runoff, and then they want to try to give you mandates, which all the base people have already determined they know that they can't do that, and they're not going to listen to anything that they say. Maybe they do. Maybe they do try to pull it off, and it doesn't matter. People that aren't going to fall for it aren't going to fall for it. People that aren't going to cuck aren't going to cuck, and people that already have, well, they're just going to continue to do that. And if they say something about taking away guns or mandatory gun buybacks, people will laugh at them, right? We're just going to see the purchasing of guns skyrocket while still available. It's not really tactically efficient in my mind unless they know something we don't know. Of course they would. They would have some type of insurance plan or some type of plans they've got that would render it impossible for us to fully understand what's going on or be able to fully predict the future. That's the blunt hard truth. If they have some crazy thing that they plan on pulling out, something that really will be blown out of proportion and won't be that big of a deal, but what they've done is they've used algorithms and just common sense, knowing that most people are dumbed down, poisoned morons at this point, that they can know what the behavior is going to be in reaction to it. And so they've already got maybe a couple other little scenarios planned out where it won't be that big of a deal, but they'll loop it over and over with the frequencies coming from the broadcasting and the channels through your live vision, and then people will believe it, and they'll just see high definition footage from different angles, and then they'll throw in a couple iPhone angles, because if you throw in an iPhone, then that means someone was legitimately there and it was all organic, and people will just immediately believe whatever it is. So I don't know what's going to happen. That's my point. I don't know. I could be wrong. If maybe they need more time than I was estimating to actually get the infrastructure ready for the update, right? And that kind of makes sense. Maybe they need to put more 5G towers out. They need more Starlinks, right? They need more smart city hubs around central banking systems. Maybe they need more government dependence. Maybe UBI, they really want to push UBI now, and they're going to, now they have the people in here where they can just shove UBI through and see how many people take it, right? And they can start to build that number up, because that's what happens with UBI. People start to think, oh, you're making $600 a week and I'm working super hard and I'm making $300. How's that fair? I'll just not work or whatever, and I'll just make the $600. And so that number just keeps going up. And maybe over 4 years they build that number way up, right? Where dependence is there, self-sustainability is gone. They build the 5G tower network way up. They start integrating and deploying that everywhere. They build the Starlinks way up. And then they have Trump come back in because our economy messes up even worse. I don't know. That would just mean that my timeline was way off. I thought that they were ready to reset the system, the monetary system. Well, what they're, effectively all it's going to have, they come in, they're just going to make it worse. And Trump says in the speech where he's supposedly conceding, we got to do certain things right to ensure, or so that we can be ready for this huge economic resurgence and recovery coming in this year. What is he talking about? Something's weird here. If no one should be able to watch this. Even the crazy leftists that hate Trump and be like, this checks out. Like, something's super weird. It was the most cryptic. Let's just watch it again. It's like the most cryptic freaking speech and ending that you could ever have. Some people are probably like, Austin just doesn't want to accept that, Trump is out of here. It's like, what? Why would I not want to accept that? I don't get that. Oh, I know what it is, actually. It's because I've made my prediction so many times so confidently that, like, some people can't understand just, like, being able to admit you're wrong. That's what it is, huh? That's what it is, huh? There are definitely Q-tards running around the internet right now trying to tell people that this is not a concession speech. In a world.
Heinous attack. I would like to begin by addressing the heinous attack on the United States Capitol. Like all Americans, I am outraged by the violence, lawlessness, and mayhem. I immediately deployed the National Guard and federal law enforcement to secure the building and expel the intruders. America is and must always be a nation of law and order. The demonstrators who infiltrated the Capitol has certified the results on the civic values of patriotism, faith, charity, community, and family. We must revitalize the sacred bonds of love and loyalty that bind us together as one national family. To the citizens of our country, serving as your president has been the honor of my lifetime. And to all of my wonderful supporters, I know you are disappointed, but I also want you to know that our incredible journey is only just beginning. Thank you, God bless you, and God bless America.
Yeah, our journey's only just beginning. Alright, here we go. Let me just go. I hate even addressing people sometimes because it's like, that's what you want, bro. But anyway, man, Tango Romeo Golf in the chat, bro. Maybe you're cool, I don't really know. You need to chill, dude. No one, we're missing it. He's conceding because he's on the same team. Everyone here knows that he's on the same team as all of them, bro. Everyone here, 298 people that are here right now, all of them know that they're all on the same team. So, Tango Romeo Golf. I don't see how we're missing it. 298 people here right now, all of them know. So, we'll just let that breathe for a sec. Alright. So pump the brakes, bro. The point that we're making here is the Grabblers, as we have coined them, courtesy of prominence via Owen Benjamin, none other than probably the funniest comedian that live streams in the world. Anyway, we have these little Grabblers, and they write scripts. What's up with these Zionists? I wonder what they're designing while they think that they're enlightened, worship something that can down enlightening. So they take their little script thinking they're enlightened with their little Gnostic practices. They sit back, and then they just make stuff up, dude. Okay, Trump was cast into this script by the Grabblers. And the Grabblers is not specific to an ethnic group. It's not specific to some type of political ideology or geopolitical ideology, religion. It is actually specific to a religion. And that religion is Luciferianism. Catholicism, cover, that's a front. Judaism, front. They're Luciferians. We covered this last night. You actually can't name a religion, not one single religion, that isn't all about light. You can't name one. We are one. These are all about light. They're all the same. Luciferianism. Oh, even Christianity's on there, Austin. What's the word Christian mean? It means to follow Christ. Who is Christ? Oh, it's not anything. It's a title. Lucifer is a title. It means light bearer. Christ, anointed. It doesn't... Christ is a title. You can say, hail Christ, praise Christ, whatever you want to. And you can be talking about Gadriel. Lucifer. We call him Lucifer. That's a title, but it's a title of the ultimate light bearer, which was Gadriel. So... I hope you all understand. They're all the same. They're all about the same thing. They're different. Don't get me wrong. There's only one of these in which the central figure is purported to have defied death. You know, don't get me wrong. I think only one of these hold truth. But we're looking at like the mainstream recollection of all of these quote unquote all of these religions. Okay, they're all the same. So we're waiting for a one world religion. They're all the religions in the world are the same though. But Austin, we need a one world religion for there to be a one world order and for us to be towards the end. But all the religions are the same though, bro. They're all the same. They're literally all the same. They're all about light. All of them are about light. I hate religion. But I believe in Yeshua. I believe in the scriptures. So someone will say I'm religious, but I'm not. My worldview is not dependent upon the doctrine of men. I don't blindly believe in the doctrine of men. I have a relationship with God. He's super real. You know, you should just check it out. And just swallow your pride. But all of these religions, when it comes to the mainstream expressions, are central to the same thing. And it's light. Light, 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 light. So what is light? Who's a light bearer? Light bearer, Luciferianism. So whenever someone says they're Catholic, they don't have a problem saying they're Catholic when they go out and they hold the big sun up, because it's literally sun worship, because they're Luciferians. And if you don't understand that the doctrine of the men that has created Catholicism is Luciferianism, joke's on you. That's why you're not in the little club. That's why you're not in the Gnostic little special boy club. That's the whole point. They are actually acting out their religion right in front of everyone. They are not just doing it behind closed doors. That creepy psychopath, pedophile, does wear crazy dresses and jewelry and a giant hat and come out with a giant sun on some stick. He really just comes out and does that in front of everybody. You know, like, the Zionists, they're very open with their psychopathic worldviews. So they don't even hide the fact that they have Kabbalah, an oral teaching of magic, sorcery, and usury, including they also have the Talmud, outside of the oral teachings of magic and usury, where which usury is not only justified, it is actually suggested. It's promoted. As long as you don't do it to one another. So, what's the whole point of Kabbalah? Oh, reaching a state of peak enlightenment. That's what it's all about. It's the idea that there's a peak enlightenment state that you can reach, and this state of enlightenment, it's bigger than your body, it's bigger than any one person, but we're all connected, and we are that ultimate state of light. You are a light being. No, but this is the one world religion. It doesn't matter if you call it 57 different things. Now, I think this will progress. I do think that a lot of these titles will get thrown away. There will be it'll be like a just new age. It'll just be new age. And it'll be love, peace and prosperity, and enlightenment. Love and enlightenment. Boom, the whole world's sold. And that goes for the Christians. The Christians. But Austin, what's wrong with love and light? The Bible talks about light, right, Austin? Well, as with everything, the devil, the secret king of secret kings, he subverts everything, he inverts everything, he cannot create, he can only imitate, and he takes what is true and he subverts it. Was Lucifer, Gadriel, was he in charge of bearing the light, facilitating light? He was like, okay, why am I not getting more credit? I'm the special boy. I want to be like God. I'm the one that actually facilitates it. I don't know. Don't make me read that super chat, man. In a world where Sativa and me wants to throw me into some drama, Oakley overrated. Yeah, I agree. Oakleys are super overrated. They're way too bulky of sunglasses, and they're very overpriced. And thank you for the $20 super chat, my man. Much love, Steve and me. Shout out to the Legends Indeed Live. It could totally be fake. That's my position. And all evidence being shown with the joke. Sounds about right. I lost my train of thought. I don't remember what it was. What evidence will be left to collect? I don't know what you're referencing, brother man. Anyway, it's been cool kicking it with you guys. Sorry it was a late stream thing. It's not even been an hour. We're not doing a long stream. It's late. It's late. Keep your opinions to yourself. Sometimes the best opinion or the best option. In a world where people still think that somehow a bunch of American white hat soldiers are going to fall from the sky, raining justice, Donald Trump's going to reign victorious, stepping from the fog and the clouds of despair, where in which everyone thought there was no hope. He will reign victorious as Q himself comes embodied in light, swooping down on an eagle to save freedom. Tune in, get your popcorn, it's about to happen. We've been saying it's about to happen for 4 years now, but now is the time. This is the time. Trump's gonna save America and drain the swamp now. It's finally time. Get ready, Patriots. Where we go one, we go all. And we have 2 weeks to watch freedom become free again. There are people that are going to go around right now and pretend like that the Q military operation just begun. Now it's going to get real. But I'm not going to lie to you guys. If they do something crazy like that, it won't surprise me. Like if Trump just gets on Twitter and starts saying crazy stuff, dude, like, oh, UFOs are real, but they're not aliens like you think they are, or just something like that. Like, he could just drop one freaking tweet. They would maybe take it down, but it would go viral. It would go incredibly viral. And that's all he has to do. He has a lot more power than people want to put on. And he also has executive power right now. So, like, I'm not willing to say that I know he lost or he's going to be out of power. But you really got to pump the brakes running around looking like an idiot talking about how they're going to arrest all the pedophiles tomorrow. On the 19th, they're going to go get all the pedophiles. Like, it's exhausting, bro. Like, just drop it. Drop it. Nothing's happened for 4 straight years. And you're still talking about Q. Nothing. Literally nothing has happened for 4 years. Let it go. Let it go. Stop putting all of your faith in a country. That is in fact the problem. Inability to come to grips with the fact that America may just be done as it was known. And is that a bad thing? What is America? It is clearly Babylon, which is represented as lots of different things. It's a type of behavior. It's a type of society. It's a type of lifestyle. Let it go. People will pull for Trump and look past the fact that he freaking expedited vaccines that manipulate your genetics because they just want America to be legit. Guys, America's not legit. It sucks. How dare you? People died. Yeah, that's one of the many reasons that it sucks. People had to die. People had to die so that we could go overseas and make sure that we took over the Himalayan foothills so we could make sure the elite could reintroduce a new opium supply because their supply had been cut off. So what did we do in order to get to those Himalayan foothills? Oh, well, we just, I don't know, orchestrated a literal entire war with a literal false flag attack that has been declassified by the government since, called the Gulf of Tonkin. That's right. The Vietnam War was so that they could get access to the Himalayan foothills, thus having an opium supply to replace their previous supply that had been cut off. Why would I go around trying to somehow defend this country as an entity? America has a lot of cool people here. We have a lot of legends that crush here. We collectively think that we stand for basic freedoms. This is like, okay, the conversation gets to start now. These are bare minimum things. This is like, okay, now I can even listen to you. This isn't like run around and beat on my chest. It's like, that's how sunken in depravity this world is, where in which there's a country that doesn't just come out and say, we're not going to let you say things, and then somehow they're propped up to be like some heroic position. Let it go. Let it go. If Trump wins, it's actually a bad thing. That means if Trump wins, I'll give you all the blunt hard truth. I always thought some of y'all can't handle it. We're wrapping up the stream. Here comes the blunt hard truth. If Trump wins, it's actually not a good thing. It's a bad thing. That would mean that they're further along their timeline of events needed to introduce the new infrastructure. People think that they just drop a bomb and then they wake up and it's the new world order. It's nothing like that. It's nothing like that. First of all, it's COAX compliance, and it takes a second to update the infrastructure. It's not like they take the current infrastructure and then they just rebrand it with the Great Reset. No, they literally reset it. That's what they're doing. They're resetting it. So clearly it may just take some more time than maybe I was even thinking about. And so they're going to have some years of fully implementing it, and this would be more consistent with their legislation about, like, say, 2030, and 2021 starts the new fiscal year where they start to implement this new system in a progressive type of way. Maybe so. And then it appears Trump is not attached to some of the super big steps they may take of, like, totalitarian control, but he gets to come back in with those already in place in 2024. I don't know, but if Trump was here right now and he stays right now, then you would think, well, they've got when they roll out this new infrastructure, they can do it within the next 4 years or maybe 8. But if he doesn't stay, then they need more time than that. So that's what my take is. Either way, I don't think Trump is, like, if Trump loses and leaves, I don't think that he's out of the picture yet. I don't think that's, like, the last time we see Trump do something significant. Like, by any stretch. So I don't know. It's a crazy world we live in, because there are people that are not going to be cool with this. There are patriots that are not going to be cool with this, and this is going to be a wild time. And then Nathan and I are about to take off around the United States and the Southeast at that Trump supporter, like, Bible Belt. And they're not going to be happy. We'll document all the big cities or whatever thing happens. We all know that those people are going to be much more cordial and, like, controlled and constrained than the psychopathic people that dye their hair green and run around talking about they don't have a gender. So maybe nothing will happen. I don't know. It's the exact opposite. Trump pushed back the New World Order. Yeah, guys, Trump pushed back the New World Order so much so that he was in control when the entire world shut down on cue. And then they told us a story about how viruses, even though there's no scientific evidence they're even alive, certainly not outside of a host, are flying around in the air going to kill you. And then the flu disappeared simultaneously. And that even though it's basically just the cult, you should have to wear a mask, not breathe oxygen, not be allowed to leave your house. And now you should shut down your small business and we should be able to cripple you. This all happened under Trump. I don't know if you were there, but all underneath Donald Trump was president. I don't know if you were there, but I'll recap it for you. Donald Trump was actually president. And during this presidency of Donald Trump, the whole world actually shut down. And right after that, the government of the United States, via federal and local levels, started to then instill rules and laws and regulations onto us. Donald Trump's administration is the one that did that and said, now you have curfews. This is stage 2 of your lockdown. This was all normalized under Trump, having lockdowns. Now, wear your mask and go inside and get your forehead scanned, stand certain distances away, follow arrows on the ground. This all happened while Trump was president. Oh, that's not Trump's fault. Okay, well, he's president, and he's on the news talking about how real it is, and how it's an actual threat, and there's a virus killing everybody, and it came from China. So it is his fault, because with him saying that it's real, implicit within that is his stamp of approval to all these crazy totalitarian measures they implemented to supposedly prevent it. He didn't tell the truth. Oh, but Trump stopped the New World Order because he expedited and fast-tracked with Operation Warp Speed a freaking vaccine that's the first of its kind, that is purely 100% synthetic, uses a binding domain to latch onto your genetic structure, overriding it, and then giving it a command, effectively. First time in the history of mankind this has even been available, at least as we've been told. There's really nothing new under the sun. There's no telling. I think genetic manipulation obviously happened long ago. And Trump's the one that fast-tracked that. He got bailed out by the Rothschilds for $4.8 billion. Trump is so against the New World Order that he still works with and puts on his board and in his council Rockefellers and Rothschilds. Why did you even come in my chat and say that? Have you ever been here before? Maybe you're new. Well, I just dismantled your Trump dream. I'm sorry, but someone had to tell you, you know. No, Trump doesn't suck because he's a racist. Trump sucks because he's a Jesuit puppet who's also simultaneously connected with Zionists who, like, basically run the whole world. And he pushed poisonous chemicals that change your genetics onto everyone in a warp speed fashion while literally not doing anything about all of our rights being stolen. And he's just conceded and he's done nothing. He's literally done nothing good other than, like, basic economic modification like just basic maintenance, economic maintenance that someone with like crayons and like a piggy bank could understand that you need to do. It wasn't incompetence on the fact that the people before him had all of these foreign deals and stuff. They just didn't care. That's how they were making money. It wasn't like they couldn't figure it out. It wasn't like Trump came in with some genius. No, he just made a few changes that were like the most rudimentary things you could ever do. Like, okay, no, we don't have to give you 40%. That's ridiculous. No, we're not going to tax our own companies 45% and then they can go to China and get taxed 8%. We're going to incentivize domestic manufacturing. Whoa, Trump, you're a genius. You know, it's like, you guys, you fell for the freaking psyop, hook, line, and sinker, and now you've sat on your hand for 4 years. Now he's about to just skate off to his little gold palace of Apollyon worship, and nothing's going to happen. And then they're going to start Trump news, because he's so egotistical, he's still got to talk on camera all the time, even though I do it every night, so maybe I should chill. I'm just telling you, you guys got to get over Trump, man. Honestly, at this point, I hope he freaking loses. So some of you people will just be forced to swallow the pill that you have got to chill when it comes to Donald Trump. You know, like, you guys kill me, dude. If he pulls out the executive power, though, I'm not even going to be surprised. Literally, a bill passed 2018, he can... Insurrection Act, I believe it's called. He could just pull out his executive order power and, like... People are going to go crazy. If you wanted to find a way to really see cities burn, have Donald Trump use his executive power to not leave office. Oh my gosh, dude. It will be chaos. Can you imagine the headlines, bro? Can you imagine the headlines that will add fuel to that fire? Ugh. Alright, anyway, I'm going to get out of here. So basically... You know, we didn't have any real directed path here, but the Clown World update is, well, just crazy nonsense. You know, there's people climbing walls in support of Donald Trump. You know, we got this dude who never gives up, just straight up conceding. We have people running around with horns with their shirts off as if somehow this would happen by accident in high definition photographs. People climbing on the walls, and we have psychopath Joe Biden and Kamala Harris ready to take office. And, you know, you guys should be thankful. They're thinking about your health, and they're wearing their masks. You know, and we should just take a moment to be happy that finally someone's going to come into office with the consideration for your health that they chose to wear satanic face diapers. Soon coming to a store near you, Clown World t-shirts. Tell all your friends and family how where they think they live, well, for one, it defies physics. And in addition, everything they experience in this pseudo-scientific fairy tale world, well, it's nonsense. Hence, Clown World. What a sales pitch. I'm going to get out of here. It's been nice kicking it. Let me toss y'all some lemons. Submit lemons. Distribute rewards. Make sure we didn't get anything on Cash App. Anthony Douche. I can't say your... It's not... I don't know how to pronounce your last name. I'm sorry, bro. But my boy Anthony sent me $20 on PayPal at 5 o'clock. Thank you very much, my man. Much appreciated. Indeed. And we're good on Cash App. So, alright. Oh, we got a super chat popping in. Support precious metals, buy ammo. Stevie and me is clearly crushing. We talked about how, well, there's a difference in money and currency, and your paper Babylon magic squares that mean nothing and have faces of weird, creepy psychopaths on them that were Luciferians, and why would we want to put their face on money that we give anyway? It's not actually money, though, because it's just paper, Grabbler Babylon squares, and it's actually called currency. It's an agreement that's supposed to represent the money. What is the money, you ask? It would be, of course, the precious metals, the gold and the silver. So there's a difference in money and currency. So when you say that you're giving someone money and you give them some paper, well, no, you are not. You're giving them currency, a Federal Reserve note, which means nothing other than what you believe about it. Literally. Alright, so it's been real, it's been cool, been real cool. Make like a baby and head out, you know. I'm gonna catch up with you on the flip side like a coin. Seek and speak truth unequivocally. That means don't back down to little gamma males or anybody in society that tries to ostracize you because you speak truth that is uncomfortable or isn't popular. Throughout all history, the stupid, weak-minded people have gathered together via mob mentality and thrown rocks, attempting to somehow intimidate the smarter, more independent thinkers. You should wear that as a badge of honor. Unplug, as we always say. And of course, you know, used to say Matrix, but that's a Graveler movie and everything's literally inverted. But unplug from the beast system in general. First step is, of course, spiritually unplugging, right? So that you can actually gain the true frequency and resonance you're supposed to operate at. That sounds like some new age woo-woo stuff, Austin. You sound like you should research vibration. Because everything has a resting vibration, including you. And your body's very electric. And the frequencies you emit via emotional distribution, if you will, have a huge impact on your physical world, including your physical body. But believe it or do not, doesn't matter. Shekels. Thank you for the 20 shekels, man. I appreciate the shekels. I will not dance for them. I will not steal people's foreskin. I will not subvert nations on behalf of Israel. And I will not trick every single other person other than my little group of friends with usury tactics. But I do appreciate the shekels. Love you, mine, brother. Thanks, man. I hope you get to meet y'all soon, brother. Y'all are legends. Hopefully, dude, message us, bro. We're open-minded. I mean, we're open-minded. We're open to meeting whoever. If you want to support, links in the description. You feel me? The most efficient way, if you want to support like quickly for the trip or anything like that, would be Cash App or PayPal because it comes straight to me, and the Grabbers don't take any. Do appreciate all the support on DLive and YouTube though. We also have Patreon.com/WitsitGetsIt. Shout out to all the legends that are patrons. I have to update the video, misspelled someone's name, have to take someone off of it and add someone. I will do that before too long. Trying to figure out what I think about the whole entire intro anyway. It seems kind of corny the way that I put it together with PowerPoint word art lists of names, you know, but anyway, we'll see. And yeah, so thanks in advance for any support. I will shout you out, specify if you don't want me to. Haven't checked my P.O. box yet, so don't freak out if you send me something. Maybe I'll find it. Working out an ordeal with P900. Working out an ordeal with a drone. Working out the ordeal. Got a cable for the iPhone. We're going to have all kinds of content coming for you soon, ladies and gentlemen. Booking the flight tomorrow. Stay in tune. Until then. I don't know, just don't be lame and seek and speak truth. And don't be a gamma male. You know? And don't go around promoting Clown World. Because it's stupid. Don't go around arguing about stuff in this thumbnail. Because it's stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not real. It's a script. So very simply, in conclusion, it is all just a clown world. It's a facade, right? It feeds off your emotions and your beliefs, uses a Hegelian dialectic over and over, problem, reaction, solution. It divides you into blue and red, which together makes purple, which is the color of royalty. American government itself is compartmentalized. The power is even beyond that. Do not fall for the charades. In fact, don't even give too much of your attention into actually dissecting their lies. Sure, it's not bad to look at the video critically, etc., but don't do it too long. The entire energy vacuum that is their pseudos or their, propaganda fairy tales is their agenda. It is actually to suck your energy. And when they have everyone on this same wavelength, looking one way, well, the other hand comes over here and does some creepy grabbler stuff, giving the other hand a break from all of the hand cramps because of all of the rubbing of hands together feverishly as they commit disgusting use or acts of usury. So anyway, I'll catch up with y'all tomorrow. Maybe during the day. Don't know. Actually, I don't think I'm busy during the day, but maybe afternoon. Definitely tomorrow night. Don't know what the stream's going to be about, but I will catch up with y'all on the flip side. Much love. Peace.
Geopolitically, we in a That's for Israel. Wonder, is it real? Rappers act and say they high, say they simple pills. Glorify suicide so they get the deals. Big pharma set it up, had to flip the pills. Control the music industry until the scripts get filled. Geopolitically, yeah, we in the field. That's for Israel. Wonder, is it real? Took the way you saw the world, then distorted it. Now you think you wanna rock that twirl, somewhere orbiting. Theories disproportionate, the truth distorted quick with a forceful grip. They forcing misinfo that we absorbing quick. Took the people's signature that mean extorted it. They forging it. If news anchors informants who informing them, there's a surplus, but they tell us there are shortages. Credit economy mortgages, dollar that's supported with empty fortresses. But what's important is this: we porting ships, important gifts. Of course it is, but extortion is in accordance with an assortment list of foreign tricks we ignoring, which informing this, informant this. It looked like we were snoring tricked. Pedophilia and the government endorsing it. Yeah, eugenics is exactly what abortion is. You just vilify those insubordinate. Way to matrix engineer, that's unfortunate. Geopolitically, we in a field. That's for Israel. Wonder, is it real? Rappers act and say they high, say they sip with pills. Glorify suicide so they get the deals. Big pharma set it up just to flip the pills. Control the music industry until the scripts get filled. Geopolitically, yeah, we in a field. That's for Israel. Wonder, is it real?